Hey Peter, I know it's a big occasion coming up and I wish you all the best. I know we've known each other about, 50 years now, 11, 12 years old when we first met, and we used to play football just outside of Hoxton by, where John's mum used to live. And we used to be playing that cage type of field where it's a concrete ground, and we would play two or three or even one touch football where we'll have four players, or we could play two aside, but we tend to play four players. Each player would have a goal, and the cage would be pretty square, and that you used to try and score or knock lives off of your opponents, and therefore the one would stay remaining and always had a life left and knocked out the others would be the winner. And they were great times. We had a lot of fun. I think we spent hours playing that game, football, and a lot of fun as well. I also remember that we went to the Lions Club. We would play table tennis and play some silly games on that table tennis as well, where we would line up. It would be more than just two players. We would have, I don't know, six, perhaps eight players, and you hit the ball. You used to run around the table, try and keep up, and of course, again, we would play lives. And if you missed the ball or a ball bounced twice, you lose a life. So that was a lot of fun. Of course, snooker, and we used to have fun at the snooker. Also, I remember at the Lions Club where your dad, of course, great memories of your father, who starred in many TV shows, was a stuntman. And of course, he would, on a, for charity, he would, of course, jump off of the Lions Club roof and as a stunt and land on a balloon of a cushion to again, for charity. So that was a lot of good fun, great memories. Moving on from there, I do recall that when we left school, I think you were going into computers. Before you went into computers, I think you worked in the data center. But before you went in there, I do recall that a lot of us got a temporary job straight after school, and it was down the West End, if I remember correctly. And we would work in the postal room. And I don't know if you remember this, but in the postal room, it seems like all the mail was well behind, and they couldn't get out the door quick enough. And someone come up with the bright idea of just putting it in whatever pigeonhole, put whatever amount of money that we can put on the stamp, get it out the door, and therefore clear the backlog. And I know the company itself loved us very much, and they wanted to offer us all a job, but we all decided to do our own thing. And I believe you went into, first of all, the data center, and then subsequently you went into the computer agency. And that's where you made your mark, really. Going into the computer agency, you met, I think, Compu something. I can't remember what that name of that company was. CompuVac? Yeah, I think it was CompuVac. Anyway, you met Bruce there. Good guy he was. And of course, we used to go skiing with Bruce. I used to have a great time with him. And the two of us, used to go football on a Saturday, play, of course. It was crazy what we played on. What you think about the fields are like today. We were playing mud baths. We would play on ice, in snow, pouring down the rain. Probably a lot of those things you wouldn't be doing today in our age, kids. But we had a lot of good time. Hampstead Evens. I know that we used to train over at Hampstead Heath. And I don't know if you remember this, but I was the captain of the team. And you probably didn't know this, but I used to get a lot of flack asking, why on earth is Victor in the team? But they didn't see what you offered the team. And I tried to point out to them that you offered that stability, that extra skill. It's not always about keep going forward. You needed someone who could hold onto the ball and play the game a little bit more knowledgeable. and you were the person in midfield that would put that sanity into us. I know Hampstead Heath and Hampstead Evans, I know that we had a pretty good team, and hopefully you're staying in touch with a few of the boys. So one of the things I remember back when we were teenagers in the 70s is the fact that your brothers always had these outrageous parties, and of course they went on for the longest time ever. And it always seems to be when your mum and dad were out away for the weekend that these parties would be hosted. The music that always stood out in those parties was Santana. I used to love listening to the Santana after those parties. I think your brothers introduced me to that music, and a lot of craziness went on, and a lot of fun, of course. Yeah, one of the things we used to do is go down to Hackney Road or Bethnal Green Road and do a pub crawl. I don't know if you remember those great days. There used to be a crowd of us always going out, especially Woody, John Boy, Alan, and myself, and of course yourself. We used to have some great times there now. And I remember that we wouldn't just go out for drinks after the pubs closed at 11 o'clock. We would also go out for a good old curry. And my gosh, did we have some good Indian food that kept us out a little bit later. But yeah, they were fun days. I do remember those. So Victor, I do remember back in '94, you came over to the United States and did your skydiving. I believe you were doing a week's long course in Florida. I jumped on a plane, met you there, and you convinced me to do a tandem. I did that. You were pretty much advanced. You were doing a solo. So I had a great time. A lot of fun, great weather. Came down, got it on video, landed smoothly, everything went well. I remember you came down, I was on the ground, watching you come down, and you took a wrong turn. You landed on the roof, the chute dragged you along the roof, took you off the roof, put you onto the tarmac of the runway, dragged you across the runway. We managed to all get you unhooked, and of course we spent the night in hospital. So Victor, I know we spent quite a few decades together, and just want to wish you a happy 60th birthday. Keep it going, keep yourself fit. Again, we did a lot of skiing together, we went to a lot of good places in Europe. So I know you're still doing that. Stay active, look after your health, and many more decades to come. Good luck. All the best, Victor.
Primrose Hill, Staten Island.